Hey guys, I'm hoping you can hear me okay because I've got both windows open right now. It's really sunny today. I wanted to just have a chat today and say hello because I've not been here on this channel for, the past year really, I would say. As you'll know if you listen to the podcast, my podcast Put Yourself First, that's been running since January 2018. That was, my whole year last year. Like, that was, alongside everything else that I do, my biggest sort of content platform. I'm gonna shut this window because it's gonna be really loud. I'm sure you'll know if you have started a new hobby or a creative project. It takes up like so much energy and time, and I knew that last year the podcast was my focus. And I'm so glad I did that because that is honestly one of the best things I've ever done. I love it. It's my passion project, I call it. I just have connected with so many of you guys through the podcast, have helped you, have helped myself, like through the amazing guests that I've had on. Besides Instagram, they're probably the two main places I hang out online. And pretty much everything else, including my website, my blog and this YouTube channel, has fallen by the wayside, which is really sad, but I think had to happen because there's only so many hours in the day. I had a comment on a video recently, is this not a priority for you? Like, I wonder why you've not grown on YouTube, your views and subscribers haven't grown, because considering how long you've been doing it. So yeah, YouTube hasn't been a priority for me in the past 18 months. I do recognise how long I've been doing it. The same people, who watched since I started and all that kind of stuff, and I think video is never going to not be an important thing, especially in what I do, because if you didn't know, if you're new or you've not watched for a while, I am now a women's life coach alongside my other business, which is bridal makeup, and I also blog. I'm a blogger and help my friend run her blogging events membership, We Blog North. So that's in a nutshell what I do alongside the podcast, YouTube and my, creative content that I just enjoy sharing. And the themes that come up in this content are all to help you and the kinds of things that my coaching clients struggle with. And I think video is never not going to be useful for those topics. So I definitely want to make YouTube a part of my content going forward, or like come back to YouTube this year at some point. Which leads me on to my next point, because for me it's not a great time to be creating content because I'm in a bit of a weird phase. I'm in a bit of a transitional phase. I'm unsettled, I'm very stressed, like I'm not in a great place. Again, if you've been around for a while, you'll probably know this, but here's an update. And if you're new, here's my current situation in a nutshell. For the past few years, my partner Adam and I have been on a journey to figuring out our house situation. About 2 years ago, we decided that it wasn't right for us to rent. From our financial perspective, it just made a lot more sense to save, to bide our time and to just buy. So I've never actually rented anything away from home. I've never lived away from home because I didn't go to uni, and because I've always been self-employed and like building different businesses. I'm at my mum and dad's. So Adam moved back in with his mum and dad. So the past couple of years we've been in this like really funny like in-between phase where we're both just at home with our parents, saving as much as we can, which is a really privileged position to be in, to be able to do that. I'm very aware. The first weekend of May we viewed maybe 5 houses. The second out of 5, we'd already said online, like, we really like this one. It seems to be perfect for us. It's ticking all our boxes, and we ended up putting an offer in and having it, after some negotiation, having it accepted on that property. So now comes like the weird legal bit of waiting around for other people to sort stuff out that is out of your control. There has been already, like, it's only been a week, there's already been a few different delays, and this kind of thing just never happens smoothly. So the past couple of weeks have been so stressful, and it's a really weird situation because you're so grateful, you're so excited, you're so like privileged to be in this position, to be able to do this, but there's all this uncertainty and waiting, and it's just like, you don't know how to feel. Paired with the fact that this room is continuously just being filled up with stuff as we buy stuff. So we've got our sofa bed packaged up over there, ready to go. Tons of like pots, pans, silverware that we bought at the weekend, things that are like gifted or like hand-me-downs, just like all packaged up behind me. So my office at home is the spare room, so obviously like all the overspill comes into here, and this is just the best place in the house to store stuff until we move. So it's just like a really crazy time. It's a bit chaotic. So not only am I struggling with like the mental headspace of creating and showing up and being my best, I'm also dealing with this like physical space that feels like it doesn't feel settled. I don't feel excited to create content because my environment isn't set up in a way that makes that easy to do. So yeah, that in a nutshell is a bit of an update, and I don't want to share like any more or any like timelines or anything. I've not really spoken about it a lot at all online. It feels good to say this out loud though, but I don't want to jinx it. Like, I'm sure you'll relate if you've ever bought somewhere for the first time, or if you're in a chain. Like, I would not want to jinx it by telling other people. So the best place to be updated on that is Instagram again, because I'm very much into sharing home stuff and other bits on Instagram stories. So make sure you follow me on there if you're interested in that. We'll definitely be sharing more of our journey. Definitely later this year, I'll be in a space mentally and physically where I can create more content. You can access the podcast every week. It goes live on a Monday. Luckily, that doesn't require as much setup. It's very easy to do anywhere, even in a room full of chaos. So that comes out every Monday. It's called Put Yourself First. You can find it in your podcast app. Wherever you listen to your podcast, it's available. I've also just relaunched my website and my coaching packages, which again is really exciting. So you can head to horrocks.com to find out more about that. And I also now have a free audio coaching and my Get Shit Done productivity sheets available as a thank you bonus for signing up and joining the community. When you join the community, you will get an email every Monday which will share updates, so all the new podcast episodes that are up, any blog posts or videos that I have shared, a resource of the week, a quote of the week, and any other updates and things going on behind the scenes for me. So that's another great place to stay up to date. And of course, if there are any videos, old and new, that I would like to share with you, that will be included in that. So that is free to sign up to on the site. If you go to horrocks.com, you will see it's one of the first things on the homepage. I've spent a lot of time on that audio coaching, so I hope it's helpful. It's based on your feedback and what you want and what you're struggling with. So yeah, and let me know in a comment your favourite homeware brands in the UK, favourite like go-to places to shop for home stuff, because that is my obsession at the moment. I would say it's the thing keeping me going through this whole house stuff. Because all of the other stuff is so uncertain and scary and nerve-wracking, I'm focusing on the fun things that are within our reach, within our control, which is why we already have a sofa bed here. Let us know where you love to shop and follow me on Instagram for more updates on the house. I'll see you guys soon.